Alrighty. Hello everybody, and welcome back. So, I'm a bit late in starting on this, but I've had some work-related stuff with my new job, and it's been kind of busy. But you know, I've also got another vid, which I'm gonna post, probably before this one, which I apologize, it's a couple days late for upload, but you know, like I said, things got busy and I wasn't able to get the time to download it onto YouTube. Anyway, so today we will be testing out the Doctor and the Oni, seeing how their new changes go. And while I'm making this video, I'm going to run a couple of experiments, like this one. My new Doctor build. Now, so my theory behind this is, when I hook a survivor, I use barbecue and chili to see if the survivors are out, if I can find them. If I can't find them, I try to use static blast, and thanks to distressing, my tear radius is at least 40 meters, or it should be. So with whatever I can't see with barbecue should be hit by static blast. And if survivors are cheeky and actually using lockers to avoid static blast, Iron Maiden shall help out with that. Now normally I would use restraint as one of my add-ons, and of course Thanatophobia for some general game slowdown and pressure. So, I'll be running the Iridescent King and Queen, because the Iridescent King gives one of the random afflictions from Doctor's add-on pool onto a survivor every time they're hit with Static Blast or Shock Therapy, and Iridescent Queen, every time they're hit with one of those, get a charge, puts a charge on a survivor, and if they go within 4 meters of another survivor, they get zapped. As long as the two survivors aren't within 4 meters of each other, whenever they get hit, everyone will get a charge and they can zap each other. And Iridescent Queen, turns out, can stack King's effects even faster. So I'm interested to see how this goes. Normally I would be using the Restraint add-ons, as they counter Calm Spirit, because every time they tear up I get an aura reveal, so even if they don't scream, I still get a location. But I'm going to see how this build works. This is my first time using it, and I want to see... It's kind of an experiment to see how much survivors are using lockers. However, if they are using Calm Spirit, it may not work. I will have to wait and see, but... let's go. So far, I've been extremely pleased with the Doctor changes. Everything about him feels a bit more strategic and a bit more impactful. He actually spreads chaos and disruption in order to pressure the map. I think he's going to be in a very good place once people figure out how he works and he settles into the meta. But we'll just have to see how much people are... because yesterday I was playing some of him just, you know, to get some more first impressions on him. I didn't have time to make a video, or I would have done it yesterday. But yeah, it was pretty nice because it really felt like, you know, he felt strong. He did. And as someone who actually took the time to master Doctor in his previous state, this new version of him just definitely feels 110% better. And I'm really happy about that, because I'm glad we have another killer that gets a positive change, especially since the last few patches have not exactly been positive for killers, but this one has actually been decently positive despite the Hex Ruin nerf. Because Oni got put back to his former glory, from what I understand, but that's what we'll be testing today, along with Doctor here, who I definitely can say there is no doubt in my mind he's better than what he was. The only question is, how good is he now? And so far, I have gotten pretty darn good results with him. I definitely the only thing I would change on him just a little would be just to make it to where his snap out of it takes a little longer than it currently does, just because it resets to tier 1. But, you know, perhaps it might be a bit much, especially for lower skilled survivors, just because it's more downtime and survivors already are apparently genophobic or something, because, like, the amount of boosted survivors I've had on my teams when I play Survivor over the last few days is astounding. I was playing with one of my buddies, and I literally had a Meg next to me when we were working on a gen. We were facing the Doctor. He hit us with the Static Blast, but he didn't come after us. He picked up the guy he had just downed. And, yeah, she was eating the side of a frickin' hill instead of working on the gen. She was literally sitting right next to her. I thought she disconnected or something, because she was just sitting perfectly still. And it's just, the examples keep piling. Alright, let's go here. Anyone over here? Calm spirits. Lots of people using calm spirit. Oh. Alright, it's fine. I still get him here. So he's the one with calm spirit. That's fine. I will still find you. That should have hit. Whoa. I guess that's some dedicated server lag right there. Got her there. Alright, she's moving on. Sorry, I didn't do any warm-up games, so might be a tad dicey on my first game here. Dude, this survivor's just getting a random speed boost. I mean, she's literally just teleporting forward randomly. So he has Calm Spirit as well. Lots of people running Calm Spirit since the Doctor's new and people don't like actually playing against the killer, so they run a perk that negates part of their power. Quick and quiet? No, they just slow vaulted. Like I'm not gonna see you. Lithe, I think. Got him. That took longer than it should have. I'm just getting confused by the Calm Spirit and the random teleport lag that And they need to fix that delay there. That's a real problem and they should fix that. Alright, let's kick this. Get a little regression on it. Yikes. This match is feeling kind of stiff. It's fine though. Alright, so there he is. Jen's flying, of course. Even with all this pressure I'm applying. Got him. Wasn't born yesterday, my brother.
Oh. Yeah.
Dude. That's crazy. There she is. Gotcha. Thinking I wouldn't notice. But yeah, see, this is the situation we're running one of the Restraint series add-ons would come in handy. I would definitely recommend them. I mean, with 2 people running Calm Spirit, actually 3 people. These guys are trying to hard counter me. Which, hey, if that's their prerogative, that's fine. I'll just have to show them why that's not going to work out with me. Unfortunately, my blast is on cooldown, so I can't pressure that gen over there as effectively as normal, but I got 3 stacks of Thana to keep the gen slowed a little bit. Alright, that gen's still regressing. Someone's crouch walking around here somewhere. This gen. So that's them getting a couple more afflictions. Alright, let me just tear them up. Hit 2 of them. But with 3 Calm Spirits in the game, it's impossible to tell. Man, It feels slower. It's probably because of dedicated server delay. Certain charge up animations are delayed on console due to dedicated servers. Bye. That was a weird animation. Someone over there. Alright, well he's dead. Good, we can get him out of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. These meter bugs are pretty gross. You're behind this rock, aren't you? No? Really? Oh, wait, I thought he was dead. Oh. Alright, let's get this guy then. That should have hit, by the way. Got him. Alright, they're stabbing each other a bit. Gens are still popping though. Still not dead. This is getting nuts. Unfortunately, I still don't have Static Blast ready. Yeah. Please don't be here. Ha.
Yeah.
Too late, Sonny Jim. Think you're just gonna lurk around here? Gotcha. Easy prey. Thankfully, I backed up there to block her from getting to the pallet. If I'd walked forward, she would have slammed that right on my head. One's over there, one's over there. I'll go over there since the other one's self-carrying. Right here. Your calm spirit didn't do much for you, did it? You can try to counter me. But I've been around the playing field a bit, more than once. So now that guy's done self-carrying. I can just use my Static Blast to knock him up a tier. Perfect. Gotcha. And since he's inflicted with the restraint, it appears that's what must be happening, because I'm seeing his aura every time he tears up now. Beautiful. Got him. You gotta apply pressure in a lot of different ways. Luckily I didn't have to hardcore slug this time, but that's why people don't run self-care anymore. It takes too long. With him self-carrying, it gave me plenty of time to locate the other survivor, hook them because they completely fumbled their chase, and got him anyway. So, in conclusion of my test, Iron Maiden had pretty much zero effect. Everyone's just going to run Calm Spirit if they want to counter Doctor. I knew it was kind of niche, but then again, like I said before, maybe they were hiding in lockers sometimes. I can't really tell, because I'm pretty sure they don't scream from Iron Maiden with Calm Spirit on. Still, man. This is the second squad that's been running full-on Calm Spirit. That's kinda nutty. Iron Will, Calm Spirit. I saw some people running that combo even before Doctor's rework, and it was interesting because that means they're completely silent unless they're hit with Plague Vomit. Literally nothing else in the game can make them scream, plus it's also a really good counter to infectious fright, which is what... Maybe that might be the real reason people are using it. Maybe it's not just for Doctor. Maybe they're trying to counter infectious fright because more people are using it. It could just be me, though. It's more likely the Doctor. Actually, let's be honest. They think that just because they don't scream whenever they get teared up means that it's going to completely shut down the Doctor's ability to locate survivors and therefore make his power useless. But like I said, just throw on some restraint add-ons and you're good. I need to turn in this challenge. Grab that. I forgot to grab a killer challenge earlier. Alright. As Doctor doesn't need any blood points right now, I'm going to go ahead and just go to the Oni. Okay. So I was going to run Infectious Fright on Oni, but since everyone appears to just be running Calm Spirit anyways, I'm going to wait for that to die down before I test that. And I'll just stick with this build, because this build seems solid. And we're just going to test and see how the Oni feels. I'm hoping that with the way the Doctor's changes have resulted in him becoming better, that it ends up resulting in more killers receiving changes like Doc and Freddy, because those kind of reworks have been a big success. I basically, with my recent viewpoint of how the game goes, I think that map reworks are not going to work out, and I believe I mentioned this in my other video as well. But I think the real key to fixing the issue with the balances and the gens and everything, because the devs have even said in their latest broadcast, they really don't want to increase base gen time. They think it's very unlikely that it's ever going to happen. Oh man, the connection to this server is not that great. It's kind of inconsistent. Ever since this patch, the connection to the servers has gotten a little worse. Not sure how I feel about that. It was working much better before. Not a fan. It usually goes down though, so maybe it's not that. Fuck it, I don't know. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what they do, because they tinkered with something and now the servers appear to be having worse connections than before. Not a big fan of that. Okay, I thought they were using a map offering. That was mine anyway. Forgot. So let's see how Oni fares after his changes. I haven't played a whole lot of Oni in a little bit because I was focusing a lot on farming perks on all the killers during the blood hunt, and ever since then I've been playing a lot of Myers and Pig because they were the only two killers I weren't able to get pretty much finished. And it was not fun, I will say that. Miss Piggy is... She could be fun if her power worked a bit differently, but the way it works right now, it's just not good enough at all. The traps are completely RNG, and there's no threat to them unless a gen is completed after they get the trap on, so they can just, you know, especially if they're in Survivor Friends, they'll wait until they get the trap off, or even then they'll wait until they've checked at least 1 or 2 boxes before popping it. And even if they popped it while they were on the hook, it's still not that threatening. I've been using Bag of Gears just to make it a little bit more threatening, and I got a couple head pops. But it's, but then on top, my main problem with Miss Piggy, though, is her dash. Her dash is like the worst. Her stealth is the worst stealth in the entire game, and that's pretty sad. I think that if they wanted to make her stealth a bit more viable in exchange for her having to move not only slower and give herself away when she uses her stealth, I think they should make it to where her lunge doesn't have a, hey, I'm letting you know. Like the roaring thing, I think they should remove that, or at least delay it till after she starts lunging, so she actually has a chance to land a hit. Alright, survivors over this way. Holy shit, the whole pack is here. And there were 3 of them. Oh my god, that was weird. But hey, I got the hit. That's good. We need that. Get the ball rolling. Yeah, I don't like how there's a delay on wind-ups. I think it's especially harmful to killers like Nurse. You have Dead Hard? No, you don't. It's just... You were lucky my Bloodlust kicked in and made me have a frame drop. Ah, got her. Alright, pick up these blood orbs. Next person I hit should get me all the way up. They're gonna pop this right in my face. So they just ran. Bring it. Still can't see. She's just gonna hang around rocks and shit. Oh, okay, the flick felt better, but I'm just out of practice with Oni, I'm gonna be honest with you. And these guys are just hanging out in broken areas. Well, at least I got one of them. But yeah, this is going to take some getting used to. The main thing I want to test is the flick, and it's definitely faster and a bit more responsive. Alright. Thankfully, Nurses is coming in clutch. Are you really going to just pull her off? No, she's just going to chill there. Really? No sounds, dude. They need to fix these sounds. Wow. Nice. Go ahead and just give me blood, why don't you? Believe me, I'm perfectly fine with that. Fuck. That took longer than I was hoping it would. Dude, what is this? Okay. I don't know why the hell this is feeling delayed. Are the servers really fucking up that bad right now? Like, they seriously somehow successfully made the servers feel worse. Okay. I shouldn't have done that. Should have just taken the cooldown. So she's just gonna sit here at this pallet like yeah, because it's really uber safe. I need to burn it. Nice job. Wasted both of them. Someone's working on that gen. Really? Now what? Okay. Still not used to how Oni's power really functions to a full degree, but we're starting to get some progress here. Oh my god, I got in there. Alright. So this is one of those loops that Oni can't really take. And that didn't do what I wanted it Yeah, the delay... Dude, all these delays are just like... They're killing me. But I ended up getting her anyway. 2 for the price of 1. Yeah, these delays are throwing off my timings. You gotta get a muscle memory with a killer like Oni, and it's like... These delays on dedicated servers right now are fucking up that muscle memory hard. Over here. Alright, she's gonna get off the hook. That's fine. Fresh blood sack. That, she just all of a sudden moved forward, like literally move forward. Alright, I gotta kick this because this turns that loop into a safe one if they're looping around the god window, which I'm definitely not taking that. Not dealing with that horse shit. Devs will take their sweet ass time fixing that, I'll tell you what. Alright, burn this pallet, please. Thank you. Wow, really? Really? How? Oh, I forgot. The devs destroyed sounds, and they haven't fixed them yet. You know, we've only given them like 2 months to do so. Got the demon strike. Alright. Let's get this guy hooked. Nice job, survivor. Can't do a flashlight save. She's dead, so that's 1 down. That's good. And this guy just outpositioned himself. So I appreciate that. He can be dead too. The other 2 survivors are busy healing, so that's fine by me. I've got the pressure I need. This guy was so busy trying to flashlight me, he wasn't doing any gens. People like this throw the game. They really do. Because if you don't successfully flashlight save, all you've done is waste your team's time. Alright, so they're finished healing, so they're probably over in this section of the map. No? No. Nice. Got her. Probably not much point, but... Oh, and the hatch is here. Goody goody. I don't need to leave you slugged. Because you have conveniently led me right to the hatch. So you can just hang around here. Now you see, That ain't how that works. Oh. Okay. Well, your teammate screwed you. Could have killed themselves on hook, and maybe you could have got out. But believe me, I have no qualms about taking this win. GG. Yeah, just one example of the whole delay thing I was talking about. Normally I can press a button to make the Oni go into Blood Fury, but I have to hold it for like a second before it registers. And I think it's affecting the rest of his actions as well, and that's really throwing off the timings on everything. Fortunately though, I managed to make it work out. Some red rankers in here. They had a key, I didn't even realize that. Spine Chill is probably how that guy avoided me earlier. I'm guessing the guy that was on the hook. Yeah, yep, the guy on the hook was the one that had the key. Good thing I found him first. Did he just not notice that the hatch was there? Is that what happened? That must have been what happened, because there's no reason that hatch shouldn't have gotten taken if that, because he was literally sitting right next to it. So, after playing those 2 games, Doctor's changes, fantastic, love it. I think he's in a much better spot now. I think he might even be potentially viable. We'll just have to wait and see over the next coming weeks to see how people adapt to him. Run off to all you Doctor mains out there, run Restraint. Lots of people running Calm Spirit right now, and Restraint says, nah, you can go F yourself, because luckily Restraint doesn't require them to scream for you to see the aura. It just requires them to tear up. So counterplay to counterplay. You gotta love things like that. And then on top of that, the Oni definitely felt way better on some of his attacks. I definitely felt like I could actually aim and swing his attacks like I'm supposed to. And I am very happy to say that he feels better. They just need to fix the dedicated server delay thing that's going on. But I'm hoping that they will have those ironed out within a couple of patches, maybe even in the hotfix they have coming up. We don't know what's in it because they didn't want to tell us, probably because they didn't want to promise anything, because they don't know exactly what they're going to be able to cram into it. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you guys like, be sure to subscribe, leave a comment down below, and hit the bell for notifications to keep trying to support me and help me grow as a channel. And I appreciate it if you do that. Until then, I'll see you all in the next video.